The haunted apartment. Mary had just moved into her new apartment in the heart of the city. She was excited about her new place, but as the night came, she began to feel uneasy. The apartment had a creepy vibe, and she couldn't shake off the feeling that something was watching her. One night, she was awakened by the sound of something knocking over her things in the living room. Mary thought it was just a burglar, so she tiptoed to the living room to catch them. But when she got there, she found that nothing had been touched, and all her things were just where she left them. She dismissed the strange incident as her imagination, but the following night, it happened again. This time, Mary heard footsteps running through her apartment, but when she turned on the lights, there was nobody there. The nights continued with similar happenings, and Mary grew more and more scared. But it wasn't until she saw the apparition of the young girl standing in her bedroom one night that she realized she was dealing with something much more sinister than just a burglar. The girl was pale and looked as if she had been dead for a long time. Her eyes were black, and her mouth hung open in a silent scream. Mary tried to run, but the ghostly girl disappeared just as quickly as she had appeared. Mary's apartment was clearly haunted by a malevolent entity, and she knew she had to do something about it. She contacted a paranormal investigator who came and confirmed her suspicions. The investigator told Mary that the apartment had a history of violent deaths and that the spirits were restless. The investigator attempted to cleanse the apartment of the evil presence, but the ritual only seemed to make things worse. The poltergeist began to act out with more force, and the apparitions became more aggressive. Mary was forced to confront the entity herself, armed with a simple cross and a prayer. The poltergeist was strong, but Mary was determined. In the end, she managed to drive the evil presence from her home. But as she turned to leave the apartment, she heard a faint whisper in her ear. It was the voice of the young girl she had seen before, and she said, "You may have won this time, but we will always be here, waiting for the next unsuspecting victim." Mary shuddered, knowing that her victory was only temporary. She left the apartment, never to return, but the memory of the haunting stayed with her forever. The end.